Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing well.
Good morning, Craig.
Hello, Melody. I
I'm not,
see.
I'm going to be a little quiet today because I've got people hanging around here. So,
Oh, well, they can
um,
join in the conversation. Why not?
oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, just open it up to, I'll just open it up to all the patients. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
there you go.
You might as well. You're never quiet.
Oh.
Stinky today.
Well, welcome, everybody. It is time for recess. Okay, that's a little different version of it. Recess. There we go. So great to have each and every one of you with us, and just Monday morning where we get the week started. Charles or Kevin, I see you're driving, so please drive carefully. I mean, if you do want to participate, great, but drive carefully. That's the most important thing. The only reason why I call Kevin out is because his camera's on. So there we go. I know Melody's here. Charles, welcome. Linda, Shelley. Deborah is waiting to come in, so we'll go ahead and wait for her. Well, I'm not. We're not going to wait. I mean, it is the top of the hour, so we are here, and the whole idea behind recess is that we all chat. It's just chat. If you have something that you want to maybe share with us, that'd be great. For those of you wondering, Robert is not available today. And the reason why is he's taking Teri to the airport because Teri has this thing about wanting to see her grandson. And so, we got to kind of help her out with that. So, Teri, if you're watching the replay, safe travels. I'm sure you've made it over to Southern California here so that you can see Ezra. Robert, we miss you. And, I'm sure we'll see Robert tomorrow during the Daily Wisdom. So, yeah, I mean, it's open for anybody. If you have a topic or two to share, please feel free to. I know Melody just said that she's a little, tied up because of where she is. I'm sure she'll share with us if she can. Coach Bob, welcome. Great to see you here. And I don't know. I guess I could kind of start. I had a dream last night.
Uh-oh.
It, I know, I know. What can I say? I had a dream last night, and it kind of made me think about what a neat topic to kind of start today's recess with. Among everything that's going on, I mean, last night it was the Actors Awards, or at least I should say the SAG-AFTRA Awards. This is where actors get to vote on themselves on the actors who perform in movies and television and streaming services. And so there were some, people that I thought were really excellent that won, some that I thought, but the point being is these awards are counted by actors, not by anybody like producers or anything like that, like the other awards. The only other award that comes close to the Actors Awards that is considered by the public or by the group involved would be the Golden Globes. So, but that's the foreign press. That's not here in the U.S. as much as so. But again, it's still people like the award show, so fine. So I guess I had a dream of what celebrity have you met and how, if you've met one. And I think it would be really cool to hear what everybody had to say because the dream that I had, now, one of my favorite musical artists is Alan Parsons. And hello, Deborah Bronner. Glad you could make it. Um, so I was at a show, actually at an Alan Parsons show at the Greek Theater here in Los Angeles. And there was my two friends and I were big fans. We walked in, and hello, Sandy. Good to see you. We walked into I guess the area you might consider it the lobby where they have the concessions and things like that. And we were talking, and I hear some voices in the background, and I turn around because the guys were talking about Alan Parsons, and who do I see but Alan Parsons himself? and he's getting ready to perform. Well, he's also talking to a couple of guys who used to play or who would play at that time with Electric Light Orchestra.
Wow.
And so we had a brief chat, and it was just incredible. So, it was just really, really neat. And what is fascinating is when you actually take them down from that pedestal that we always put our celebrities on, many of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but many of them are actually very nice. And we had a really good conversation about his music and us being fans of his music. And he was very gracious. So I was wondering if anybody wanted to share maybe a story or two about a celebrity that they met.
Oh, come on.
Okay, Deborah, I know you've met quite a few people.
Me.
Yes, Deborah Bronner, right?
Yes. You know what? I want to go back to my first day at NBC Network. A little 23-year-old comes from the NBC affiliate in San Diego. And, and I'm 23 and my first day going to the NBC Network commissary. This big man walks near me and I couldn't quite tell at first who he was. And then I saw who it was. It was John Wayne.
Ooh.
John Wayne. He was a real movie star then, cowboy movie. So he goes, "Hello, little lady. Well, how are you doing?" Oh my gosh, thank you, Mr. Wayne. And he's like, "No, John, just John." So that was a big deal. And then, of course, yes, I've met everybody I ever wanted to meet with the Tonight Show and all the other stuff every day, and Bob Hope specials. But you know what I was thinking when you said all this, Craig? I was thinking that about you, because you know what you were saying about the electric light over some people and stuff. What about you, Craig? I'm in awe of you. I haven't met you in person. I am honored to know you, and I would get goosebumps meeting you because you're that celebrity actor status also.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Well,
I
I'm
feel that
working
way.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to be giving my agent a call today to just kind of give him just status, see how things are going. With everything that's been going on with me over the last month, I mean, not that a lot has happened, but how we go through reflections, and I would say you get to a crossroads kind of thing, and it's not a bad thing. I like where I'm at. I love what I'm doing.
You're just going forward. Bigger and better, I see in your future.
Why, thank you.
After the Christmas and your performances recently, you're a superstar, Craig. I'm in awe of you.
You're making me blush. Thank you
It's
so
worth
very much.
getting on the call after a week of illness and everything to be here, just to be able to share that with you, Craig. Thank you.
Well, thank you
Well,
very much.
Thank-
Yeah, Linda, go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing with Deborah. And good morning to everyone, or, well, good afternoon. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Um, my number one superstar, celebrity would be you and Robert. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, you may not have won Tonys or Emmys,
Yeah.
but in my opinion, you are the celebrity and in my life, and that I have met personally, not personally, but well, just personally, because we're talking, we're right
We're-
here.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
I just can't hug you physically, but you know,
Ooh, that felt good.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
take that,
And
Craig.
when I met you all here on a Zoom years ago, um, I mentioned that I love the Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh,
And
yes.
I think you got a chance to participate on a Broadway show on the Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes, I
Fiddler on the
did
Roof.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah, has always been my favorite. I just found it on YouTube and I watched it last week.
What
It
did you
was
watch? I'm curious. What did
Fiddler
you
on the
watch?
Roof.
Right. No, no, no. But I mean, was it a play that a theater did, or the actual movie?
The actual movie.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay. Yeah.
movie. The movie. I found it on YouTube and I couldn't help but watch it again. That's something I can watch over and over again. So I'm
Oh,
like, Deborah, you're the closest celebrity that I've come to and
So
have
you
met.
before you get an
And
award of
Robert.
your own, we'll make you up one.
Yeah.
A
We'll make you
trophy.
an Emmy.
Our up and a coming award winning actor and spokesman.
Well,
okay.
congratulations.
My
Yeah.
endorphins have just been spiking, you two. Thank you so much. I mean, it's all right. I'm going to say, see, this is what I love about our community. Um, we're supportive, we're helpful, we're encouraging. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Linda, Deborah, thank you.
Craig, you
Yeah,
And
said
you
Michael,
all are
welcome.
real.
Yeah.
You know,
You know,
this is
Craig, if
not a
somebody,
oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Hey
No,
Melody,
go ahead.
there's my other
Hey,
celebrity,
Yes,
Melody
she.
Randall.
Oh,
And
yes.
John and uh Bill Shoemaker. Where is he this morning? Where is Bill? Where is Bill?
I don't know.
no,
Well,
Bill's in the hospital, guys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
what's he in with?
Well, I think that's his story to
It's
tell.
business, yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
all
Just,
right then.
just
Maybe a little
prayers for
prayer
Bill.
for
Okay.
Bill.
Prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept him overnight. So,
Okay.
Thanks for
want to
letting us
say,
know. But we'll
I'll
keep him
yeah,
in prayer.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll reach out to
yeah,
Bill.
absolutely.
He's reached out to me before, so I'll reach out to
Yes,
him
Sandy.
and give him some support.
Yeah,
Um,
that
uh,
would be wonderful.
can I tell you
Thank you,
guys about my
Melody.
celebrity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sandy. And then I know
So,
Melody. I think you said we're going to say something, but go ahead,
oh,
Sandy.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead,
I
Cindy.
was at an outdoor concert and it's called B93. So it was a country thing here at Michigan International Speedway that we have here at MIS. And I'm down there and it's a bunch of people that come and they sing and everything. And it was so dang hot out and I had sweat dripping off of me. So I went into this cooling tent. And there's this guy and he was walking over and he looked at me a couple times. Then he came over and he started talking to me saying, "Hey, how are you? How's it going? How are you enjoying everything?" And I'm thinking in my mind, I know this person, but I can't for the life of me know where I met him at. I just can't figure it out until he walked on stage and it was Darius Rucker.
Uh,
Oh, Hootie and the
oh boy.
Blowfish. Ah,
I thought, oh my God, Sandy, that was, and you didn't even get a picture to prove it.
that's how I felt with that with mine too. It's like I didn't have a camera or anything like that, but
I was
yeah.
like, I
Oh,
know his face from somewhere, but I can't picture in my mind where I know him from. And I'm just like, where? And then he walked out on stage and I went, holy fuck, that's who it was.
now was it with Hootie and the Blowfish or when he as he was solo doing country?
It was him solo. It
Okay.
was him solo doing country. Yep. Yep. It was our
Where were
country
you?
fest
Where
we
were
had
you at when you saw him?
at
What?
Michigan International Speedway
Well, yeah. Okay. Is that where you are, Michigan?
in Michigan.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sandy. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my
So that
gosh,
was my
how
story.
cool.
That is cool.
Well, Craig,
Yeah.
I was going to say earlier, when Linda, and good morning, everyone, when Linda mentioned Fiddler on the Roof, I had found a clip. I've been following Craig for, I don't know, a decade now, and going to a lot of his plays and stuff like that, and just so I've got the number one fan for Craig Finger. Okay, I will wrestle any one of you for it, and I've just been able to have that joy of seeing him perform in so many different characters and to the point where there was some, Craig, I remember you would play several different characters in one play. And it was kind of it was kind of tricky to be able to spot you out like which characters you were because when an actor is good, you can't recognize them, right? And
Yeah.
that's, what Craig's got going on there. So it's been fun watching your career, and you are our resident,
Superstar.
yeah, superstar, celebrity, absolutely.
Yay.
And
I had to think about that and that was Hairspray if I remember correctly.
oh,
Where's-
that tripped me out
Yeah.
because in Hairspray, all the hair is big, and what Craig's got going on here but he had big hair and with the pink stripe. I loved
Oh,
it.
yes.
That was so much fun.
I think in that one I played 4 different characters. And all of them were fun, but yes, Mr. Pinky was the one that I really loved. That's the if you're familiar with the show Hairspray.
Yeah.
But that
Uh-huh.
was
Well,
that was
I posted um a video of you recently, Craig, when you were gone. I think I mentioned to you everybody was kind of missing you
oh
because you had been, gone, and I posted a video of you singing from Fiddler on the Roof
oh
from the
my
Audacity
God.
crew.
Oh yes,
Can
yes.
you post it again? I
Oh,
missed
I
it.
wouldn't be able to find it again. But it
I
is it's probably under fun. It's under fun and scroll way down
okay.
in the
Okay,
Unlimited
I'll find it.
Wisdom
I'll
All
find
thing.
it.
right.
I don't know. It popped up in my memories, and yeah, I don't have the ability to scroll back and get to it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
That's right. I remember we were doing it was a network that was I helped create and work on during the pandemic, Vaudacity. And we would do during the pandemic shows because several of my friends were performers and they would perform at Disneyland and other venues, but of course they didn't that's what they earned their money with. And so with the shutdown, they weren't earning any money. And so we came up, a bunch of us who worked together in the industry, came up with a network. I was not one of them, but I was able to come in as a technical director, and we had shows every night of the week. And if people could donate any extra money as like a tip, they would, and that's how we gave them a little extra bonus. And so one of the nights that we had was musical night. And that's when I did, I believe, If I Were a Rich Man.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And it was fun. So I'll try to see if I can find it and post it up, and then yeah, Linda definitely or
Okay.
anybody. Um,
Tradition. I love to hear them when it comes. Tradition.
oh gosh, all right, Linda. I mean, I got to tell you, I did the bottle dance.
Did you?
I did, and
All right.
I rehearsed a lot because I was not going to drop that bottle. Now, and just to let everybody know who
Yeah.
knows about the bottle dance,
Dance.
the idea is the bottle is on your hat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, the hat is slightly indented to help hold the bottle down, and then we put water in the bottom of the bottle, but it's a dark bottle, so you can't tell to hold for the weight.
Right.
And when you go down on your knees and you're dragging your knees and moving forward at the same time on the stage floor, you have to be careful. I never
Wow.
dropped it once. I came close twice, but I
That's
never
good.
dropped it once.
I wondered how they did that in that film. I was like, man, they got those bottles on their head and they're dancing and you know.
It takes practice and balance. I mean, when you think about just the way that we normally walk,
Hmm.
it's a little jerky.
Yeah.
But boy, when you
But
have to have that bottle,
they can edit when they're making movies if people drop things or whatever. You cannot do that, obviously, during a stage performance.
exactly. Now
Right.
we didn't do
Okay.
we didn't link hands when we were going across, which I think they did in the movie. And in other words, where the hands were on their
Hmm.
shoulders,
They did.
going. But the that to me, I swore I was not going to drop the bottle. So even when I was not on stage during rehearsals, I put the
Mhm.
bottle on my head
Hmm.
and I practiced. So
Okay.
even when the jacket that I was wearing, because you're supposed to wear a certain cut on the jacket so that it doesn't interfere with your knee. Well, this one did, and jerked forward a little bit, and I had to
Hmm.
hold, and everybody was like, because everybody else dropped the bottle at least once during show,
Wow. And
Wow.
you didn't.
and I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Right. You and Robert always teach in Melody. It's all about consistency,
Consistency.
practice,
Yeah.
practice, practice.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking
Absolutely.
that too.
Absolutely.
So, Craig,
And
you did not know, or let's put it this way, you were unaware that we all thought you were superstars.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
he was.
Yeah,
He was.
you're a
He
celebrity.
was.
Keep
You're
your
a
Well,
celebrity.
own
you
Yeah.
guys have just made my week, my month, my year, my day, everything. Thank you so
make ours
Well,
much.
every
it's
day.
yeah. Every
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
we're
I don't
here,
know if you guys ever got to see Craig as an MC, just
no.
on stage as an MC. He is the best MC ever that I have ever seen to this day. Craig has got the energy, the everything that he puts out there. He has the audience just totally engaged. And I
Mm,
believe he's like the lightning rod for that energy that you feel in the room every single time. He's amazing as an MC. So I love you,
Well,
Craig.
yes,
You
he
know
is.
that.
love you
Yes,
too.
you are. I mean, we come here every day. Well, recently I've been coming every day, but I've been with you all in the past. I leave and I come back and I leave and I come
Right,
back.
right.
But
No, we're yeah.
whichever way, doesn't matter. You're always the same. You're that bright light as when you said celebrity, have we ever met a celebrity? The first person popped in my mind was you. You
Amen.
know? It was you, you know. And like I said, I'd never seen the stage play, but I didn't get to see the stage play. I wish I could have. And but you've always been here and but I knew you perform on stage from, the things your plays that you talked about. But I've never met you personally, no more than here. So
Oh
you
my.
are my
We're so
celebrity.
glad you're here, Linda.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank
You're
We
you.
my
are.
celebrity. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Well, I don't know, Linda. I know I've posted in Unlimited Wisdom the recent play that I did.
Okay.
I don't know if you
Well,
had
I'll
a
find
chance to
that.
see
It's
it.
on the fun. Is it on the
I
fun?
hope so. Um, let's see.
There's so much stuff in unlimited wisdom that I go to this one and I go to that one to try to teach myself different things and so I'll find it. I'll just keep searching. I'll find it.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
guys should check out Audacity Network too, because Craig performs on there. Not only does he produce on there, but he oftentimes performs on there. And he they really did us a great service by keeping us all entertained while we were all locked up during the vid.
What was that
Yeah.
melody? What was that?
Audacity Network, Craig can
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go ahead
Audacity
and
Network. They
if you,
Yeah.
they're
I
on
will post
every
that up too. It's a
Thanks.
group of people. We still do shows.
Okay.
Right now, there's three people that are doing consistent shows, but then every now and then we do a show for the holidays. A request episode, meaning you request from some of us that are perform or that are on there to do something, or deep cuts or things like that, and it's fun. It really is, and it's actually we made it work through Zoom. It was not
Okay.
easy in the beginning because Zoom was not as uh, well used and well tweaked like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, VAUDACTCITY, Vaudacity.
A
Let's see here. VAUDAC. Whoops, not S. There.
got it. .com?
I'm sorry.
Is that .com? Or is that just
I think if you go,
put that
it's
in
on YouTube.
YouTube?
I know that it's on YouTube,
Okay, YouTube.
and it might be
Okay.
Vaudacity Network on YouTube,
Okay.
but it's one of the
I
two.
believe so. Yeah.
And it's got a big V in the as the graphic.
I'll find it. I'll look it up.
Now, what's this, Sandy? You said you became friends with Crystal, who was in Tom Petty's Free Falling video.
Yeah, Crystal
Oh,
Van Carson. I just met her on school and she was in Tom Petty's Free Fallin' video. She does modeling and she has a modeling school out in California somewhere. I'd have to look and see. And she was in a music video that Bruce Willis did when he tried to sing, a few times. So
Oh,
she,
yeah.
so she was in one
Yeah.
of those videos. I think she was the bride in one of the videos that he did. And yeah, she's really super nice. And I just met her the other day on school.
Oh,
Tried
how
to sing
cool.
is the
I know.
appropriate word.
Mm.
What was that? I think it was Deborah? No.
No, that was me.
Oh,
Shelley.
Shelley.
I said Bruce Willis tried to sing. That was the appropriate word.
Yeah. I said he
Oh,
tried to sing.
okay. Now, wait a minute. I need to look up that one song. There was one song that he did that I actually liked. Respect Yourself.
Oh, let
Yes,
me
he
see.
did a full album, but I mean, if you ever get a chance to look at that song, Respect Yourself by Bruce Willis, it really wasn't okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, there have been people who've said that there are singers that really don't know or they don't have great voices. Like a lot of people have said that Neil Diamond does not have a great voice, but it's how he sings that makes him so good. And I've seen Neil Diamond 5 times. And in a sense, I would agree with that because he's really good with what he does, as well as a great songwriter too. So interesting, Sandy. Thank you, and Shelley. Thank you. Who else?
I met somebody that's not even popular anymore, but it was Greg Evigan, the guy that played BJ and the Bear.
Yes.
When they were filming the series, they came up here and used some of the bridges across the rivers and the lakes and stuff.
Oh,
They they
Did you meet the
they
bear?
yes. Well, I
Oh,
didn't I didn't get close to the bear, but
he
it
was
was
there.
yeah, it was a good movie. I mean, it didn't last long, but it wasn't that popular, I guess. But it was the 70s, I think.
I think that was what 2 seasons.
About it wasn't something that lasted too long.
Yeah, yeah. But I
But
do remember it.
at the time I was young and I thought he was really good looking, you know. I'm
Boy,
not young anymore.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I
Shelley,
know.
you're still young. You're still young.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's all here
Yeah.
and not all here.
Here. Yeah.
Craig, one of my good friend, my mom's one of my mom's good friends was Grace Lee Whitley
Star Trek.
from Star Trek. Yeah,
Grace Lee Whitney, yes.
Whitney. Yeah, they hung out together. They did all the things, the church things together and all of that. They grew old together.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, she's gone now. She's
Yeah, she
gone, but
was the original Yeoman Rand, if I'm not mistaken. It was in the first season of Star Trek, and then I saw something with her on Shorts. She came back and she's done a couple of things with the movies too.
yeah, I don't know the movie ones. I just know that she as an old lady, she would go to like a lot of what are the Comic-Con
Star Trek
things and
con conventions.
yeah, Star Trek, yeah. And she'd be out there, the fans the fans loved her.
Hmm.
Loved her even when she was in her 70s, it was crazy. They still thought she was it. But that's cool. I got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger twice, actually, when I went to go speak in front of Congress for the developmentally disabled people, as an advocate for them. You know, so we had laws. We have laws that a lot of people don't know of, and one is called the Lantern Act, and I'm not going to get into that, but so I got to go and speak in Congress for them a couple of times, and then Um, that was super exciting. And 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 then I was invited to go to lunch with him. I think, Dad, I told you this once. Um, yeah, his people came over and said, Mr. Schwarzenegger would like for you to follow us. And we walked into this restaurant and got to sit down there with a few other people and him. And yeah, he was very, very kind, very, um, he just so present, you know, so present and interested in the other people. And that was really nice. So he did say when we were walking into the restaurant, he kind of put his arm out, like gentlemen do sometimes. So I got to feel the bicep. And that was, that was, I mean, not, I didn't do it like I wasn't like groping him, but you know how they do that. You just kind of
Hmm.
put your hand in the crook of their arm. So that was interesting. That was the highlight of my weekend that weekend.
Oh my goodness.
It was
I always
fun.
thought he
It
would be
was
a
fun.
very good president. It's a shame in a sense that because he is foreign born, uh,
Yeah,
and he's not a citizen, that he cannot do that. But yeah.
he has a tender heart for people. He's very gracious and kind and all of that. So that was fun. And living in California here, I can it would be easier for me to tell you how many celebrities I haven't seen or met. I mean, because, kind of grew up with the Bunch, so on the set there, and it's all of Leif Garrett. Do you guys remember Leif Garrett?
Singer. Um,
Yeah, little pop star. He kissed me on the cheek on during one of the parades, Christmas parades. It was on TV.
I was in love with Leif Garrett.
I'm telling you, I didn't wash my face on that side for a long time. And it wasn't like we had cameras and stuff back then, but we were performers. We were in the parade, and we were asked to start the parade and then end the parade behind Santa, right? And so we had these, routines that we would do dancing down the street. But in between, they wanted some of us to run up to the celebrities in their cars or whatever vehicle they were going down the street in, their float. And he was in a car, and I'll do that one. And I ran out there, and he bent over and kissed me on the cheek. So that was like amazing back then. All of the teeny pop stars they were easy to find in California.
well, Melody, you were involved with doing things like acting and stuff, right?
Well, I was General Hospital. I was on there as not a main character, but just as a fill-in. I've done lots of things. There was a movie called Golden Girl with Susan Anton,
Hmm.
and I was just, background in there. In fact, oh, what's his name? What's his name? Lauren, Lauren.
Lord Green.
No. Tall cowboy. Maybe it's not even Lauren. Anyways, he was in
Clint
the
Eastwood.
movie, and I got to sit with him for a few days just because we were in the background together. The movie was Golden Girl
Hmm.
with Susan Anton. Yeah, just being on a lot of the sets. I don't even want to say, I don't know, I can't even remember right now. But yeah, there's a lot of things. I took dance lessons from Donald O'Connor.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was a dancer.
Donald O'Connor, Gene Kelly,
Oh no no
Donald.
no! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody different. That's right. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. Oh, that would have been fun.
that was out in Hollywood Park. Just like it was crazy, just right out there with everybody. So yeah,
Wow.
Like I said, you're my celebrity.
So who
not
else?
even. Not,
Who else has had
oh,
some celebrity encounters? Bob?
wishes. Who wishes? Who has a celebrity wish?
Oh, that's another one too. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, for me, yeah. So I had won a contest to interview Lars from Metallica.
Oh, look at Sandy's face.
So yeah. So
Oh, that immediate reaction, Sandy. Oh my God. I'm glad I got this on video.
yeah, I sat down. I think about a half an hour, and I got to interview him. But I didn't know anything about Metallica. My wife really loved that band, and I was kind of so on it. I liked it years later, but so he was in Milwaukee, and then I ended up going back, and then we took some pictures, and then I got some autographs. So that was kind of neat. And then some other musicians too. I had one, tickets to see him, and then we meet and greet. But that was one of the big ones.
I would have thought maybe because you're involved with sports, you would have had maybe a couple of sports encounters.
Oh, well, yeah, tons of those. Well, it's because I would go to autograph shows, right? So I met a whole bunch of celebrities. So I'd get autographs. I got like stacks of autographs. I don't even know what to do with them anymore. The biggest one there, well, a lot of Braves, old Braves. Um, so yeah, Warren Spahn, Eddie
Oh,
Matthews, I saw.
holy
Yeah,
cow. Those are classic baseball players.
yeah, I ended up getting autographs from them. There was not a talking or anything, but they Eddie Matthews said, "Hey, take care of that guy," to my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife, Bev. But take care of that guy. So it was just fun.
Neat.
I enjoyed going to get those autographs. That was kind of neat. And then when I was a kid, I got autographs after the game. They were more open to get autographs then. So a lot of Brewers, obviously in
Yeah.
here. So
Angels here where we'd hang out after the game, and there's a specific spot where they would come out. And I do remember getting a couple of cool autographs, and it was just, and the guys are nice too,
yeah,
especially the ones who stop. The ones who don't, you kind of learn who it is, and it's like, you say hi, and they're like, hi, okay, boom, done, goodbye. But yeah, Faith also, by the way, says in the chat, Metallica was the group. So there you go,
yeah,
Sandy.
I know. I don't know. My wife was really into that heavy metal. I really wasn't into it that much, but uh, and then eventually after that, I got into it, but I didn't know what to ask him, so I had to study and figure out what to ask him. And I got nervous during it, and then he wanted to interview me and ask me about questions about them. And I'm like, oh God, no. Like when was your first Metallica concert? What was the encore that we played here last year or whatever, whenever it was? And I was like, oh God,
Right.
no, no, I've got these questions. I've got six questions I'm going to ask you, and that'll be it.
I wonder if he enjoyed it as asking you the questions as much, or if not more, than you doing him.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I got so nervous. I got super nervous. If I can find the videos, I'll share them with you guys. But they're
Oh
bad.
yeah.
I was really bad. I was horrible.
Sandy's chomping at the bit, and Linda's got her hand. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh God. It was horrible. It brings back you get put in an uncomfortable situation, right? And it's
hmm
someone you don't really. I mean, I knew a few songs. You know what I mean? But that was tough.
Oh wow.
My gosh.
I have a picture of Steve Garvey holding Tyler when he was like
Oh,
2.
Wow,
You
That
that's
told
that
me
cool.
that
that
was
once,
fun.
Melody. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
hmm.
it was
I
kind
was
of
gonna
fun.
say, speaking of Metallica, before I met my husband now, I dated a guy and he played guitar and he taught me how to play Seek and Destroy on his electric guitar.
That's an awesome song. That's one of my better ones to work out with. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if you're, yeah, yeah.
So talking about singers, when I lived in Battle Creek here, I knew, and I don't know if any of you guys listen to country music or not, but I knew Frankie Ballard. He's country now. And then Jesse Campbell, he's my age, but he's just starting out and going to Nashville. Took him forever to get in, but he's down in Nashville and he keeps making singles now that keep going out. So
Nice.
just some Battle Creek boys.
Very
But my God,
cool.
Lars Ulrich, you met him? My husband just yelled from the other room, she's a groupie.
Uh,
I'll be the ones at the concert right up in the front because if I can touch them, I'm gonna touch them.
yeah. Yeah, I should have my wife do it, but because she was really into Metallica, and I thought, oh, if I win this contest, she can go up there and do the interview. But she was like, nah. She came in there and took pictures, though. They let her go back, but it was like top security trying to get back there. You know what I mean? They just don't let.
Yeah. Have yeah, Bob, because I got the opportunity to go see Boston backstage, the group. That was incredible. Bob froze. But what was neat was I went to one of their concerts. I was like second row, first one in line at the stadium or at the pond or the Honda Center here in Anaheim. Got the tickets. Second row, we get there. I bring the cover of the Boston album, the very first one. And during one of the songs, I think it was like the second song they were playing, I hold it up, and Brad Delp, who was the lead singer, looks at me and just went, "Oh my God!" And I think it was about maybe 10 minutes later, the stage manager comes over and says, "How many in your group?" And I said, "Well, we've got 6." And it says, "Coming backstage to meet the band." And it was so cool. It was so cool. And so we didn't get to meet Tom Scholes, who's the leader, because he's very, very private, but we met everybody else in the band, and it was wow. So I hear you. I hear you guys when you meet the people like that. It's so cool because it
Now,
makes
was
it
that
makes
the
it.
one with the spaceship? Oh,
Yeah, that's the album, the one with
the
the spaceship
the,
that's floating
the
up.
one that you, yeah, right. That
Yeah, but that wasn't the tour. This tour was 1980, so I think that was the third stage tour that we saw. But I swore that I was going to get tickets to see Boston whenever they came in concert, and my best buddy and I, uh, they couldn't get away. I was able to get there I lined up at 6 in the morning. I had security come up to me and go, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm lining up because I want tickets to this show." And he was like, "All right, just stand right there." So for the next 3 hours until they opened the box office, I stood there. And then the next person in line came about maybe 20 minutes later. So it was like, yes, I got the first ticket out of there. That was so
second row,
cool.
that's pretty good, right? Second row.
Second row.
Wow.
We were right in front of the stacks. For those of you who know what I mean by stacks, the speakers. And these are the monster speakers. I mean, we're talking at least as tall as, 5 feet. And they're piled up. And there's one song that they do called The Launch, which is really low frequency, like you're on the launch pad of a rocket. And he starts playing these low notes. And my friend was drinking water at that very moment. You remember the scene in Jurassic Park where the water shakes from the dinosaur when it steps on the ground? The water shook. And then all of a sudden, this note came blasting out of the speakers. We couldn't talk because it was so loud and it was just like this boom, boom. And you can feel the sound up against your body. And if you've ever felt sound like that, it just, oh, to me, it was just an incredible feeling. The power. I mean, besides being great musicians, just the power of the music hitting you physically it's an incredible feeling.
Kind of
So,
stops your heart.
you know, yeah, but when you haven't experienced something like that, it's, I mean, I don't know how many of you have ever had those kinds of experiences that are considered exhilarating to your body as well as to your mind and soul. Um, that was one that I just thoroughly remember. And those are experiences. If you want to share one of those, please do. Those are experiences that are really incredible when you think about it, because all of your what is it, neurons are
Adrenaline.
firing. What
Yeah.
was that? All your
Adrenaline.
neurons are what? I'm sorry, Melody.
I thought you were gonna mean your adrenaline gets going like
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah. That's the word I was trying to look for. Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah. So just curious of, you know, what about that kind of an experience? What have you guys had that have
Well,
been
I
kind of
I've gone to party. I mean, I was at a party that Kiss was at, the band
oh,
Kiss, and they performed three songs there. But then it was just a party. Let's see who else was there. There was all kinds of. I've been to. I've been
Sandy.
to.
Sandy is going crazy right now.
I've been to parties. Drew Barrymore, when she was very, very young, I was older than her. The group of us was older than her, but she was very much older than us in her experiences.
Right.
And yeah, many times been in green rooms and parties and all of the things with a lot of people that I mean we just kind of think are just normal, you know, people we see on TV, but they're normal people. They're normal people. Yeah, troubled.
Sandy,
Um,
what are you doing? You were doing this. You were pointing, and go
No,
ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I was saying that for someone like me, that wouldn't be, no, I understand that they're normal people, but for someone like me, that would not be normal.
yeah. Well, do you know the Wilson brothers?
Yes, the Beach Boys.
Okay, and Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Matthew McConaughey, he does his motivational speaking stuff. And
Yeah.
I paid $20 just so I could be sitting on a Zoom with him.
No, they are a lot different today than they used to be. They used to be the rowdiest boys, and we used to go to a lot of the clubs in LA. And me and a couple of friends walked into this club, and all of a sudden I felt this tight grip on my butt as I was walking by. Matthew McConaughey is the one that grabbed my butt. I grabbed his arm, twisted it, and almost broke it.
I don't think
I
I
was
would have
like,
grabbed his arm and
you don't,
twisted
you
it.
don't, you don't, yeah, you don't touch that. No, I didn't know it was him when I did it. I just felt the hand and
Oh,
then grabbed it from behind me and turned it and found out it was him. They weren't that popular back then. This is many years ago. They were just like wild kids back then, you know.
yeah.
It was crazy. But, he used the excuse, oh, it was very crowded and mine was the closest. Yeah, right.
Look at you getting Matthew McConaughey to grab your ass.
Didn't stand him for years, all of this. That,
I
that
wonder if
was
he
a very
remembers.
much younger, a much younger ass.
Oh,
But no, I mean it's like
I
here
think
you can go out to clubs and stuff and just see celebrities everywhere. It's just the way it is and was. I think it was more so back then. Now it's a lot different. Now there's a lot more VIP, exclusive. They don't want to go anywhere anymore. They got their own parties going on, right? But back in
Yeah.
the day, Craig, don't you think, like at the Roxy and all those places, you could go and you can see multiple people.
Yeah, yeah. They would go to Roxy is a popular nightclub out here in LA on Sunset, and there's a couple of other ones where they would just go like even for local nights, local bands, and that's where a lot of bands were discovered too. 80s and
Yeah.
90s were the best time for parties and concerts, but man, Melody had made it. That's from Faith.
Well, you can literally in Palos Verdes, you can go to the grocery store and run into Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, is that where he's living now?
Well, well, until the fires, but yeah,
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he would be in the grocery store there on any given day, and just as kind as can be.
I totally forgot who I met. Ted Nugent.
Very cool.
Because
Very cool.
when I moved from Battle Creek to Baldwin, he is a how do they say that? Huh? He's the undersheriff there. But they like swear him in, but he didn't have to go through the training and stuff like that. But he
Mhm.
has his own lake up in Baldwin. He has his own lake there. It's all fenced around it and everything. And then he has a place, another cabin just about 25 miles past there. But so he came to our school and he sang for us and talked to us about drugs because his first wife, died and everything from all of that. And so he brought his kids into the school and they all talked to us about drugs and everything like that. But yeah, he was a staple in Baldwin all the time. So, but he went by Jack. I don't know why, but he went by Jack. But
But everybody knew he was Ted Nugent.
everybody knew he was Ted Nugent. Yes. I mean, how could
Hmm.
you not look at him and not know he's Ted
Oh,
Nugent?
yeah.
But 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 that I did for I told see that happened so long ago, way back in high school. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, he's just a staple up there. That's probably why I forgot.
Ah.
That's very cool.
Gary Burghoff used to live up here. Raider
Who?
Gary Burghoff.
Oh, Gary Berghoff, Radar and MASH.
Yeah, he used to live up
Oh.
here. We'd see him in the grocery store every now and then.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. I think he's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, but he moved. He doesn't live here up here anymore.
Hmm. Now, okay, Shelley,
Did
I'm
he
sorry if
move
I
because
missed
of
it,
the
but
fires? Shelley?
No, no, he moved before the fire.
Oh, okay.
so where is it, Shelley, that you live?
I live in Paradise, California.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at Sandy. Hey, Christian.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Hi.
Dare I say hi?
Hi, Kristen. Hi.
Aw. Oh gosh, that is such a great picture
Wait,
right there.
yeah.
Right there.
He's tired. I'm gonna go so I can go get him down for his nap.
Okay.
Thanks
Say
for
bye-bye.
playing with us.
Say
Yeah, thank
bye-bye.
you.
You wave?
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, how cool.
Bye, guys.
See you later,
Bye bye.
Sandy. Bye. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? Just getting up there and getting a nice big hug from your grandson or
Yeah.
granddaughter.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
know Teri's enjoying herself. She's gonna enjoy herself with Ezra. Yes.
Oh, I know. How many of you notice that is something that's definitely on Terry's mind all the time whenever Ezra is around. I have a feeling now. Each of you can select like what you want to see on these zooms. So if we wanted to take a look at Michael and select him out, you can. And I'm sure that while Robert is doing his thing that he shares with us, that Terry's either looking at Ezra in that small little picture, or they have selected out just seeing Ezra only. So, or they've got two monitors, one that's got whatever. But Yeah, I think we all know that Terry is going to very much uh, grandma eyes Ezra. I
She
think.
may
Yeah,
never
Uh,
she's gonna
come
be in
home.
heaven. She's gonna
I'm
be in
sorry.
heaven.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shelley, what were you going to say?
I said she may never come home.
She
Well,
may not.
I
Matt
think
is trying. I know that Matt has said that he wants Terry and Robert down there. Um, yeah, I mean, so there. How many of you have heard Robert say that when the weather gets down below -0, where he is in Montana, it's like, oh, we're coming down to California. We're coming down to California.
yeah.
But now,
Uh,
Melly, you've been up to his place up in Montana, haven't you?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
beautiful.
anybody else has, but I haven't. But I understand it's really nice.
Yeah, we drove out. We drove out. We thought that was going to be fun. Actually, actually, we were going to do see other people along the way coming back. So Robert was having an event in Montana, and we drove. Doug and I drove, and we took. Remember Scott? We took him with us.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Scott the
and
Reacher.
yeah,
You've heard it
and
mentioned a couple of times.
seriously wanted to leave him at a hotel or something along the way, push him down the Virgin River. This kind of it's like having a child. How come we don't have internet? The whole way it's like there is nothing here. So we drove um and then we stayed with them for I don't know, a couple of days, I think, 2 or 3 days. And we just had a blast. Yeah, they've got a beautiful home, beautiful property, and great life. Great life. It really is beautiful. I love the ponds they have in the front.
Hmm.
I love that with the ducks and the wildlife and stuff there.
See,
But
So
that
much
to
better
me
than
was the. Go ahead,
California.
Shelley.
I said so much better than Southern California. Montana's gorgeous.
I don't know. I see I it was beautiful because it wasn't snowing. Although when we were driving there it was hailing like golf balls. That wasn't fun, and the lightning was so much bigger there. It was like because it's just all sky and all of that. But I mean, I guess it's when it's nice. I would never give up California weather ever.
Yeah.
I I'm a Cali girl through and through, and I love snow, but usually like through the window while I'm sitting by the fire. That's kind of the snow I like. I love watching skiing and snowboarding and all of ice skate, all of the stuff.
You're such a wuss.
But I don't want to be cold. I want to be warm. So yeah, I don't know if I would ever move anywhere else. I don't think so. I think my roots are here.
Hmm.
They're tied to my grandbabies. You
That was
know.
one thing my girlfriend said is, I mean, she misses the Four Seasons because she's from New Jersey. And so being out here now for I think 12 years, she's been Californicated,
Yeah.
and
That
that's
sounds naughty.
what.
I said, that sounds naughty.
Well, I don't know if there's a Californiized. It, the fact that California ends with a sound, it just doesn't work that well, at least. But yes,
Californians, Californians.
yeah, but you still, how do you
Right,
become
but she
California?
was, yeah.
How do you make it into a verb? Well, true. But yeah, no, she misses the Four Seasons. She misses the snow, although I don't think she misses the snow that they've gotten recently because her parents still live back in New Jersey. And they got, I think she said 30 inches of snow. And we're talking, We're talking a small township that is about 45 minutes southwest of New York by rail. So it's kind of like on the New Jersey coast, but inland, maybe about 10 to 15 miles. And really nice place. And thank goodness that the street is lower than the house, because with that kind of snow, at least the house, and they have a basement too. Forgive me because I only remember a basement shortly because my mom's parents used to have a basement when we lived in Indiana, but I know that there's positives to having a basement and there's negatives to having a basement. When the snow melts, if you don't have the right protection, the negative of the basement has issues. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. What a great hour. Thank you all so very, very much.
Yes.
This is
Good
neat
to
that we
be
got
here.
to spend. Yes.
Oh,
It's good to be here.
Well,
We're alive.
we're so glad you're here, Linda.
yes,
I'm glad to
absolutely.
be here. And we just keep building our prayers. We reach out,
Well,
send him love.
absolutely,
Yes, yes.
positively.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you, Linda, Melody, Shelley, Coach Bob, Faith, Kevin, Michael,
Mm.
Deborah. I know you contributed earlier. Sandy, if I missed you, I am so sorry. Faith, it just this is what I love about our recesses. It's just let's just talk.
Yeah.
And so thank you guys all very, very much. Robert will be back tomorrow for Daily Wisdom, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. You guys know the schedule. I don't have to go through it. Check the
Send
calendar.
send healing vibes to Bill.
And
Good vibes to
yes,
Yes.
Bill.
yes,
Yes.
Star is in the
absolutely.
Yes.
hospital.
Okay.
What was that, Shelley?
Star is in the hospital having surgery this morning, so you can pray for her too.
Who is Star?
Star,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Or
prayers to both
keep
Bill
stars
and
as well.
Star. All right.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Love you
Love
all.
you
Thank you so
all.
much. Have a
Bye.
fantabulous Monday.
Yes,
Bye,
you all too.
Michael.
Bye bye.